Hello friends, how are you? This is Ganesh and video number 2 on queries. I have received few questions, few emails and then comments. What is the order we have to pick for an enhancement? So it's probably a most of time we have been asked these questions. You have a requirement, you have an enhancement requirement, which one you have to choose? Because we have options in SAP like to choose an enhancement, right? User exit, customer exit, party, and enhancement framework. So which one you have to choose it? So I have responded those queries, and then I thought, okay, let's have a very short video to explain only the sort option, not sort option, the how to pick an enhancement or what is the order they asking about, order of an enhancement in SAP. Okay, so hopefully this might be useful for other people who are having the same doubt or same questions. Let's get into the slide. So here I'm giving the explanation on this particular query from my perspective and the way which it's the enhancements are working along with the SAP documentation, because if you are try to understand a concept of a product, so we have to align with the product documentation. I will just show you that as well. Okay, so if you take any product, if they have a concept called enhancement, because the product are designed in very generic manner to fulfill the business requirement. And if the business having their own requirement, very specific requirement, so they need some adjustments in the product to make use of their business. So enhancement is a very a common concept in any of the product. In SAP also we do. And the product is maybe released, the initial release I'm talking about, it might be a 20 years back, 10 years back. Then depends on the business need and the technical feasibility or technical availability, because nowadays it's a lot of new techniques or technologies are coming. So depends on that, they might have upgrade their enhancement concept also. So it's not only for enhancement. If you take any other concept in example in SAP, if you see the form designing concept, so you have a script, you have a smart form, and you have Adobe. Okay, and report also, you have a normal report, interactive, ALV, object oriented ALV. Now the report is in UI platform. So it depends on the technical demand or availability also. Every product they are upgrading their every concepts. Okay, or demand like demanding concept, I can say. The same way in SAP also, they have a different versions of enhancements. So the question comes, which one I have to choose for my requirement? So here my idea would be, I'm not going to give a direct answer for this. I'll give some classifications and then some scenarios, how the SAP works on this. Then we can choose our own decisions, which one we have to pick. Because I can say always go with baddie, always go with customer exit. Okay, but it might not be suitable for your own requirement or your own particular need. So instead of giving a direct answer, I will give these are the options available. Then we can just choose it, depends on our own requirement. Hope this might be useful to understand the way it works, and it's very useful to pick which one you have to choose for your requirement. Okay. So if you take SAP, we have a lot of enhancements, versions, I can say, like user exit, and they just came with a concept called customer exit, body, and then enhancement framework. Okay, so here the question is, I have a requirement, which one you have to choose, and the one more question is why you are choosing that, okay, why you are ignoring that other options. So here my classification to choose a particular enhancement options is these three. One is availability. So I can't decide, I'll go with user exit for all my enhancement. That's not possible, because user exit is applicable for very few functional objects, I can say, like sales and distribution. If you take, user exit is available. The same way how to do a enhancement for my like finance or some other module, probably not available. Okay, and it's applicable for every enhancement. So customer exit, sometimes we can't find a customer exit based on the requirement. So enhancement requirement is definitely vary between one customer to another customer. Okay, so very rarely we are implementing. So now I cannot say rarely. At least 30 to 40% of similar requirements are coming between the customers, but most of the enhancements are definitely it's not similar between both customers, or at least more than one customer. Okay, definitely it depends on how they're using the SAP. It might differ. So customer exit also sometimes does not work, then we can go with the baddie. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, availability of the technical one, so technical feasibility. So can we able to do this using customer exit, can we able to do this through baddie? So that is the first thing we have to see, whether these things are available or not. Then business need, depends on the business need also, we have to pick which one is suitable for the business need. Sometimes, so user requires, okay, once the customer is enter some values in a screen one or tab one, and while I'm going to tab two, I want something to be triggered, some exits to be triggered. So sometimes customer exit is not available for the particular scenario. Okay, so the control transfer from one tab to another tab, obviously it's not available, because those are available probably for a saving option, or enter, or probably go to the next screen, or before executing the screen, after executing the screen, everything is available, but not for particular tab, moving the control between the tabs. The user customer exit is not available, or customer exit is available, but the user is saying, okay, based on this value I want to calculate, or I want to pop up a message. So that particular customer exit is not getting the values inside your function module or inside your include program. So a lot of options are available. So in that case, we may go with enhancement framework, implicit enhancement, because there is a program between two tabs, and there is a PBO, there is a PAI is going to trigger, some includes are going to trigger. So every include has their own modules, PI module, or some subroutines, or a function module. So inside that, there is definitely a implicit enhancement options available. So then we can go with the enhancement option. So this is depends on the business need. Also we have to choose. The last one is future feasibility. Actually, this is not, it's not a last one. It's actually the first one I can say, because whatever enhancement you are doing, especially for the enhancements, you have to make sure any upgrade happens, it should not affect your enhancement. Okay, so is always is keep in your mind. And there is a very common question: what happens after upgrade to my enhancement? Okay, so depends on these three, we have to choose which one is best for my scenario. So that's what I'm saying, I can't give a direct answer, always go with implicit, always go with explicit. Depends on these, we have to pick. Okay, depends on the requirement, availability, and then future feasibility, we have to pick which one works for my own scenario. Clear? And the enhancement says, like the product documentation says, I'll give one clarity on this, because I have done a video on upgrade process also. What happens the enhancement while upgrade or after upgrade process, just go through what I will explain the transactions and how we can see and everything. In that also explain the documentation about that. So here one clarity I can give, on the upgrade process, which actually affects more, which one doesn't. Okay, because this is, I can say the future feasibility is the first point you have to think about it. Then you can just think about the availability and business need of the enhancements. Okay, so let's get into the documentation. So this is from help.sap.com, enhancement concept. Just go through the first 2 or 3 paragraphs to getting a better understanding about the enhancement, especially the upgrade process. Okay, first you should know very basic thing about enhancement. So enhancement provides a technology, it's enhancing source code units. I'm not going to read that. So the basic mechanism is just to call an enhancement option as a development object, and you might have this word hooks. Okay, So what SAP design or defines about enhancement is going to be a function, enhancement option is a function, and it has a hook. You can add whatever custom development is required, enhancement is required, you can just add it. So that's what they're saying as hooks. Okay, very popular word about hooks in enhancement. You can add whatever upgrade, or sorry, not upgrade, whatever implementations you want, you just add it on the enhancement options. Okay, or development objects which can be enhanced, and the point where noted over here is assignments, options at runtime. Yeah, if it is a runtime, if the option, the enhancement implementation is active, definitely is go and reach it. Okay, and here, well, enhancement as a transport object does not belong to the enhanced object. That is very important point about enhancement from SAP. Okay, so this is about enhancement concept. Okay, like before, it's not a modification concept. So the enhancement, all the transport object does not belongs to enhanced object. Okay, meaning the code whatever I'm writing, it is not going to be part of any SAP standard object. Part of. So that is underline one. Okay, that is the meaning of this. So all the transport object does not belongs to enhanced object. Okay, so that is the way the enhancement is designed. So let's go through the second paragraph. So we just come to know little more clarity on this point. Okay. And the first option is always, if you want to do an enhancement, the first question is whether it will be there or not while the upgrade process, right? So for that, we have to be very clear about two concepts: modifications, enhancements. Answer is modifications, whatever things are coming under modification after upgrade, that will be gone. Okay, enhancements, whatever coming under enhancement after upgrade, it won't be gone, it will be available. Very simple. Okay, so if you classify which one is coming under modification, you know the answer. If you classify which are the enhancements are coming under enhancements or enhancement framework, you know the answer for it. Okay, modification gone, enhancement not. Okay, so that's what they mentioned in the second paragraph. Enhancements, I will tell you which are coming under modification and enhancements. Enhancements results in far less work during an upgrade compared to modification. Reason behind: enhancements are transport objects in their own right that can be stored in packages of their own. Very simple. They are going to be saved in a customer namespace package. Okay, and like modifications, because modifications are part of the object, they are modified. So okay, if you now come to the example of modification, if you take a user exit or customer exit, those are part of the object, part of the SAP object. If you take user exit, you have an object, you have a program, the program, standard program have a user exit in the form of subroutine. You're going to write 10 lines of code. Okay, and what will happen if any upgrade happens? Automatically the 10 lines is going to be vanished or is going to be override by the new upgrade program, because whatever you have written, it's the part of the SAP object. Same thing for customer exit also. There is a function module exit, whatever starts with name exit. There is a Z include program provided by SAP. Only the name provided by SAP. Whatever code you have written, that is available in your client version. So once the upgrade happens, automatically that include program code, not program name, code also will be deleted in the upgrade process. Okay, so whichever objects are coming under modification, you have to be taken care in the upgrade process. Okay, and whichever objects coming under enhancements all is nothing but it's kind of a hook. So whenever there is a concept called definition and implementation. Okay, so definition is going to be all just taken care of by SAP. All the modification they can do only for the definitions, not for the implementation. So implementation is not part, it's not depends on your particular SAP object. Okay, so those are coming under customer namespace. So enhancement framework is like implicit enhancement, explicit enhancement, enhancement spot, option, section, body, whatever it is. Everything has a concept called enhancement implementations. So very simple. Whenever there is a implementation concept, those are coming under customer namespace, those are coming under enhancement. You don't worry about that particular enhancements in the upgrade process. Still there are some issues, we'll see that. Okay, so here, since during an upgrade all SAP objects are replaced by a new version of these objects, example is user exit or customer exit, after the upgrade all modifications are gone. Okay, so gone in the sense you have to means you got to copy paste, or you got to just, it's not like that's it, everything is gone. So we have a process to take care of it. Okay, make sure these are ready. Once the upgrade is done, we have to enable it, or we have to just add it under the same enhancements. Okay, that is a process, and this results in customers having to adjust all modification no matter whether the underlying object has changed or not. Okay, even though the particular SAP object is not changed in the new version, still you have to redo all the things for your user exit and customer exit. Okay, and then in contrast, if you come to the customer enhancement option, the transport objects are never overwritten during an upgrade because they are stored in the customer package in the customer namespace. So that's what I'm saying, implementation. This is a very simple understanding. Okay, there is implementation obviously saved in the customer namespace, so it's not going to be overwritten, but there is an option to I can say modify, because like this, it may happen that a new version of a development object is no longer compatible. Sometimes they may change the data type, they may change some signatures. In that case, you have to, with an enhancement, and then in that case also you have to do the, what do you call, have to adjust and offer tool support too. So you have to adjust it. It's not for all the enhancement. Whenever there is a change in the structure or design of your definition, yes, definitely you have to do it. Suppose a new version, they delete one body definition. Obviously, whatever is coming under but that particular definition, you have to find another definition and you have to do it. Other than that, you don't want to do anything else. Okay, and we have a lot of tool support also for that. So the conclusion is, after an upgrade, customers still have to adjust enhancement, but these are only enhancement that no longer compatible with the new version. Only for that you have to do what, and but have to touch every single modification in a system. So enhancements are more far robust during upgrade. So the answer, direct answer, if you ask based on the upgrade, go with enhancement. Okay, and based on the upgrade, I'm saying just go with the enhancement because very less I can say work in the upgrade process if you go with the enhancements. Okay, so hope you might be aware of it and you know which one you have to choose. Based on the upgrade only, the question comes, you have to go with the enhancement because it's in customer namespace. You don't want to do much in the upgrade. Modification, all modifications are gone, you have to redo it, everything. Okay, even if you if the particular object is not upgraded in the new version also, you have to do it. So that is the way modification works. Okay, so hope this might be useful for you, and just go through this documentation and go through your business scenario. Based on that, you can pick whichever order you want. Clear? So there is no hierarchy like you have to go with this. It depends on the feasibility, depends on the scenarios, business scenarios, you have to pick. Clear? So thank you so much for your time, and if you have any more questions on this concept, please let me know, and see you in the next video. Bye.